Welcome to Spanish Property News with Sandtons here in the heart of Estepona and the Costa del Sol, Spain. Let's get into real talk. Starting with politics, we've got a tax update and some important developments. Spain's proposed housing reforms that could affect international buyers. The PSOE, Socialist Party, has formally registered their housing bill in Congress, including this widely discussed over many months 100% levy on non-EU property purchases. And this follows Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez's January announcement about lacking what he called an excess of Airbnb and a lack of housing. I actually covered this in some detail back in January when these proposals were first emerged. And now we're seeing the legislation process begin. Or will it? Because the bill addresses Spain's housing shortage, estimated at up to 450,000 homes through three key approaches. 1. Increasing housing supply. 2. Limiting tourist properties. And 3. Foreign speculation. And supporting vulnerable groups is really important to government, naturally. It also proposes raising VAT on tourist rentals to 21%. However, it's crucial to understand this remains proposed legislation, it's not law. And our trusted property lawyer has provided essential clarity on this matter. The government still needs to secure parliamentary votes, and even if passed, the actual tax calculations will depend on specific algorithms and regulations that haven't been defined yet. Importantly, the proposed measures won't affect entrepreneurship or professionals conducting legitimate economic activities here in Spain. They target speculation, not genuine investment or relocation. And at Sandtons, we're monitoring these developments closely with our legal partners. While the headline may seem concerning, the reality is a bit more nuanced. Spain continues to welcome international investment and residents who contribute to the economy. For our non-EU clients considering Spanish property, this emphasizes the importance of expert guidance and proper timing. The current window of opportunity remains open, and with over 3 decades of experience, we're perfectly positioned to help navigate any regulatory changes. Stay informed, but don't let uncertainty delay your Spanish property dreams. We're here to guide you through every step. Turning to mortgages, the European Central Bank's rate cuts are creating real opportunities for property buyers right now, because we're seeing a steady series of reductions that are directly benefiting Spanish mortgage holders. The crucial Euribor 12-month rate dropping significantly. And at Sandtons, we're witnessing banks respond with attractive offerings. Non-resident fixed-rate mortgages are now available from around 2.75% to 3.5%. And variable rates can go as low as Euribor plus just 0.85%. Mixed-rate mortgages, they're proving really popular right now, offering that perfect balance of initial stability and potential future savings. However, let's have a word of caution. There's a lot of global uncertainty these days, isn't there? And particularly around potential trade disputes and protectionist policies. Could that shift the landscape? These factors might force the ECB to reconsider their current approach, potentially reversing these favorable rate trends. So for anyone considering a purchase in Estepona, Marbella on property, this presents both opportunity and of course a bit of urgency. Current conditions strongly favor borrowers, but future trends could change that advantage. The Spanish economy, it remains robust, yet it's not immune to global pressures. Whether you're considering fixed, variable, or mixed mortgage opportunities, timing and expert guidance are crucial. And at Sandtons, with over 3 decades of luxury property experience, we're helping clients navigate these complexities every day. This current low Euribor environment offers excellent opportunities, particularly for fixed-rate mortgages, but the window may not remain open indefinitely. This is your property market update. Make more informed decisions strategically. Turning to house prices, if you're thinking of a home here in the sun, well, you're not alone. Whether it's a luxurious escape, a peaceful retirement retreat, or your next great investment, Spain continues to capture the imagination of buyers worldwide. And now the numbers keep backing it up. There seems another report out and another report out. But the BBVA major bank research is worth looking at. It's one of the largest banking groups here. And they're setting to say that 7.3% for 25 and 5.3 in 26. That's on top of the already strong 24. And we know what's behind this surge, don't we? Demand is strong, but supply just simply isn't keeping up. Let's talk hotspots. Balearic Islands is up 9.7%. Valencia, 7.9%. Madrid, 7.6%. And here, Costa del Sol, we're hitting 12% year-on-year growth. And even with these jumps, most regions are still pricing below the 2008 peaks, which theoretically means there's still room for growth. So what's fueling all this? The strong, strengthening economy, solid unemployment figures, and interest rates are gradually easing. And foreign buyers, they're returning in force. BBVA Bank expects home sales to reach 780,000 this year and break 800,000 next year. In other words, the buyers are back and they're buying in bulk. But of course, it's not all clear skies. Supply remains really tight. Buildable land scarce, construction costs getting higher, and regulatory uncertainty still hangs over some markets. Still, there's progress. Housing builds start growing by about 14% annually through 26. And even adjusting for inflation, property values are projected to keep rising. 4.2% in 24 was matched up to by 2.9% in 26. So if you're thinking about rentals, listen closely. Since 2019, rents have increased faster than normal house prices all over every region of Spain. Rental supply is tightening, of course. We know this. Regulations rising, but yields, they're strong. And at least for now, what about affordability? Well, the average household income spends over 29% of income on homeownership. That's flirting with upper affordability limits. And here's a surprising takeaway. In every region of Spain, owning a home is now cheaper per month than renting. So after your down payment and your other costs, of course, so what does all this mean for you? It means opportunity, but only if you move smartly and with the right guidance. So at Sandtons, we've been through it all. Booms, busts, and everything in between. And we've got over 30 years experience in the Spanish luxury market. And we can provide clarity, confidence, and a seamless buying journey. So whether you're searching for a dream home, that second house, or a smart investment, you're in expert hands. We at Sandtons do this every day. It's what we do best. On the beach for our feature, what's behind property? Well, many things, but eating out's part of it. And sharing guidos, that's part of Spanish lifestyle. These beach bars where you get fresh sardines and an ice cold drink after a hot day in the sun like this, they're really part of culture and lifestyle of living for tourists and locals alike. But are there some changes going on? Potentially. In large cities, some of these shack beach bars are now becoming like beach clubs with plush seats and champagne buckets. I'm not sure that's what everyone wants. So in the cities, there's a change going on. Out here in Estepona and along the Costa del Sol, we're not seeing that yet. We prefer our flip-flops and getting in there and eating great food. So what about the reality of law? Well, the law is clear. Spain is domiciled free coastal land for the people, for us to enjoy, to put our towels down, to get that sun cream on, to enjoy this great Andalusian sun. For more features on eating out, living in Estepona, living throughout the Costa del Sol, you know what to do. Subscribe. And until the next time, hasta luego.